Hello everybody, it's your girl Asia from the Romance Fango channel. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be ranking all 5 seasons of Temptation Island, the 2019 show. Not the 2001 show, Temptation Island 2019, babes, because they did bring it back in 2019. I'm going to be ranking all 5 seasons of Temptation Island. Since my show is coming back on the 13th, they kind of bringing it back kind of early than they usually do, because this show is usually a summer show. It's not really like a show that comes on during the spring, and it's not coming on the USA Network. It's coming on Netflix. So if y'all want me to, once I get done watching the entire season, I could come on here and do a whole season 6 review for y'all. I would love to do that, because I'm not really watching anything right now except for Avatar: The Last Airbender, and once I'm done watching that, I can make a review about that also. I'm not doing anything. I'm not watching any shows right now except for Found. Summer I Turn Pretty when that returns. I could talk about Temptation Island season 6 once I'm done with that. Like I said, shows that I will be talking about once I'm done watching them is Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra. I'm also watching Ben 10. I'm watching Gravity Falls. So if anything about those shows, those cartoons I'm watching, comes to my brain once I'm done binge watching them, I will make reviews and thoughts and shit like that. Like I said, on the TV show I'm really watching like that for real. It's Found. Um, and there was no episode that came on Thursday, so that's why I didn't make a review on Friday. Um, but yeah, once I'm done watching all season 6 from Temptation Island, I would love to come on here and make a review about it. But for today's video, I figured why not do something different, since my show is coming back on the 13th. I figure I'll come on here and do a ranking of Temptation Island, ranking all 5 seasons from worst to best. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's get into it. Coming in as the worst season from Temptation Island, I'm gonna put season 3 as the worst. I was really, really excited for this season. Like when I watched the trailer, I was so excited. But when I watched this season, I felt tuned out. Like I felt like my mind would disengage. This season was boring as fuck. I don't know. I just feel like outside of the high school couple, Julian and I always forget his girlfriend name. I cannot. Oh, her name, Julian and Kristen. Because I have to look their names up because I don't remember none of the people's names on this show. So for the season 3 cast, the only couple I really care about was Kristen. Kristen. That's how you pronounce her name. Kristen and Julian. They were like the only couple on the show that I really was like, for season 3, that I really cared about, because they actually came in here with issues that's like worth like you wanted to see whether they make it through it or not. You feel me? Because they've been together since they've been 15. You feel me? And he cheated. This what he cheated in their relationship, and her brother overdosed. So she was dealing with a lot of shit. She was trying to deal with forgiveness, trying to forgive her brother for basically ending his life the way he did over drugs. You feel me? Because when she explained herself, you feel very emotional when she finally opens up and be vulnerable and explains why she kind of is the way she is, why she might be like a little quiet or like a little isolated, because she done went through some shit. You feel me? Her boyfriend cheated on her around the time her brother overdosed on drugs. And when she said that they both felt sorry about what they were doing, but they kept doing it, like they kept hurting her. Like she said, I don't get how you can love someone but keep hurting them. That shit hit me really, really hard, because it's like, that's a good question to ask someone. How can you look me in my eyes and tell me you love me, but then still turn around and hurt me every chance you get? That shit hurt me. When she said that shit, I'm like, hell yeah, that shit hit me deep, man. You feel me? Because like she said, her brother would tell her, I'm not doing drugs, just turn around and still do them behind her back. he would still cheat even after he would tell her he still loved her. So I feel like they were like the only couple I really wanted to see like pull through, make it through. And the proposal was so romantic. Like I said, every time I watch the proposal, it makes me so emotional because they was like the main couple I wanted to see make it through. As far as the other couples, I cannot give y'all a reason why the fuck they were here. The other couples on here is named Chelsea and Thomas. I cannot give y'all a reason why the fuck they're here. I don't know why the hell they're here. Like, I don't know. I don't know why they're here. Same thing for Aaron and Corey. I think for the only thing I can remember on why they were here is that she said she wanted him to be more optimistic. I think more open into the world. She said he kind of different from her other boyfriends. He kind of like got social anxiety and stuff like that. I don't know. I feel like she was kind of mean to him. I feel like she was trying to compare him to her other boyfriends, trying to compare how her boyfriends were more outgoing and more of the like into the party life, and he into more like home life, like trying to build a life and not trying to be outside as much. And I feel like she kind of put him down because he's more mature and not like her boyfriends who basically didn't have life other than fucking partying. Like he was mature, and I feel like she was kind of like mean to him. And the one thing about this season is like you cannot see any of these couples fucking lasting. I'm really surprised that some of them even walked out on the last bonfires together, but it's whatever because it's like I didn't care for these couples and they didn't do anything to make me give a fuck. Like I said, the only couple I cared about was the high school sweetheart couple who been together since 15. All the other couples, they didn't give you a reason for me to care about them. So that's that. The other couple, Erica and Kendall, I have no idea why they were here. The only thing I really got from like the openings, like when he explained why they were here on the island, he said he felt like she lacked ambition and she felt like she wasn't appreciated. She was lacking like insecurities and she felt like, he was not good enough for her. And I definitely agree. I feel like he kind of used her like a lab rat. I feel like if someone in your relationship is lacking what you are looking for in a partner, why stick around? You're not going to try to make me into a project because you're unhappy. Instead, this is what pissed me off about him. First of all, that nigga Kendall ugly as fuck. I don't know how he was in that house fucking bitches or having threesomes and shit like that. He ugly as fuck. And I just feel like with him specifically, I feel like they were just trying to repeat what they did in season 2. You feel me? In season 2, you literally just saw the one boy, David, that was there on the island with Kate. You literally just saw him fucking every bitch in the house, and now you turn around in season 3 and just reenact that storyline. Like, it was so repetitive. It's like, at least with David, with some of the girls he did it with, he had connections with. This nigga Kendall just hopped in the bed with this woman. Like, it didn't make sense. It just, there was no connection. There was no nothing. It was just based off attraction. And then excuse me, because I've been on this season for way too long. What I'm trying to say is that with him specifically, I feel like if you wanted to just fuck around, you could have just said that. Why bring someone on this island if you feel like you're not going to end with them? Why do it? And that's what really pissed me off about him. He tried to make it seem like it's because she wasn't this or she wasn't that. Honestly, it had nothing to do with any of that because Erica was very beautiful. She just needed to find her self-worth and find someone out there that's really worth her time, who is not a piece of shit and trying to make it seem like she's always a problem and then try to make it seem like he's never the problem. You feel me? Because at the day, like I said, if you have someone who is not matching what you find in a partner, if they have red flags to you that you feel like you just can't fuck with, if they're so horrible, why are you trying to be with them? You feel me? Because he's trying to make it sound like she was just so horrible. And it just makes me feel like if that's the case, then why the fuck did you bring her to this island? Could have broke up with her before you got here. Point blank, period. But I feel like when it comes to Temptation Island, this season is so boring. It is not a season I would ever go back to ever rewatch. I just know I wouldn't know. I just wouldn't like. You will never catch me going back into rewatch season 3. Anyway, on to the next season. Coming in at number 5 on this list is season 5. I felt like season 5 for Temptation Island was very boring. I don't know. I just feel like it was boring. Other than the idea of them bringing in the temptation, like I liked that idea. Like if your partner is at the house doing something nasty, the temptation light goes off, so you won't know if it's them or not because it doesn't tell you who it is. It's just the light is going off. I thought that was pretty cool when they introduced that in season 5 for Temptation Island, but I just found the season to be very fucking boring. Like again, I can't remember why some of the couples were here. I can't give you a reason why any of the couples were here. I can't think of anything about the couples were here. And it's like I watched this season on TV. I watched it every fucking Thursday night, and yet here I am on this phone making this ranking from worst to best seasons, and I can't tell you why any of the couples were here. I can't tell you why Vanessa and Roberto were here on this island. I can't tell you why Caitlyn and Hall was here. I can't tell you why Paris and Grant was here. I can't tell you why Christopher and what's her name, Marcella was here. I can't tell you why any of these couples were here. I thought they was trying too hard to make this season interesting. Like it was a lot of shit they did different, right? They don't you know how in the first 2 seasons, the first 3 seasons, through season 1 to season 4, the guys will interact along with the singles. The guys will go to the singles house and interact with the girls, and then the girls will go to the guys and interact with the single guys. Well, in season 5, like I said, in season 5 there were things they did completely different. In season 5, they were all the singles would have to meet the couples together. Like the women would still be in the same, like the girlfriends would be in the same room as the boyfriends. Boyfriends would be in the same rooms as the girlfriends, meeting the singles. Like I said, there were things they did in season 5 that I liked, but I felt like even with all the new adaptations and new rules that they did make, the season was still boring. Like in season 5, when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, that's something new." Picking a date in front of your partner. But then when I just went back and rewatched season 1 and 2, they've always done that. Like when your boyfriend or girlfriend is there, you have to pick a date in front of them. They've always done that. I don't know why I thought when I watched season 5 that was something they introduced that was new. Maybe I didn't pay attention too much, but when I realized it, no, that's something they always done. But like I said, I'm gonna have to put season 5 at number 5 because I felt very bored when I was watching this season. Like I said, I can't remember why any of the fucking couples were here. I don't feel like any of the couples had any ounce of chemistry to even be here. I don't feel like any of the issues were deep enough to be here. I feel like some of the issues some of the couples did have, I felt like they didn't need to be on this island to figure that out. Not at all. Not at all. So, yeah, season 5 is going at number 5. I don't give a fuck how anybody feel about this. Coming in at number 4 is season 4. I actually just got done rewatching this season, and season 4 is a really good season. And it's so crazy because people say this season is boring, but season 3 is good. Season 3 is fucking terrible. Okay? I'm not going to keep saying it. Season 3 is terrible. It's so fucking boring. And with season 4 was a really good season. I actually felt like all the couples, and probably except for, I mean, yeah, they were here for a reason, but I probably feel like out of the 4 couples that was on the island in season 4, it probably was the most boring. I feel like all the couples had a reason being on the island, and I actually love that this season was also like slash. I feel like this season was really big on love, like wanting to find love and things like that. Like I feel like this season was really good. Like this season was like a self-worth season, trying to figure out what you want out of love. Like season 4 is really good to me. I love season 4. Like I said, I just got done rewatching the season not too long ago, and I definitely feel like it is definitely slept on. I'm not really sure why. Um, you feel me? Like season four is a really good season. Like I can't even sit here and lie and tell y'all that it's not. It's a really good season. Like can't even cap. Like it's a very, very, very good season. So yeah, it's a very good season. Um, like I said, oh let me tell y'all the couples. My bad. The couples in season four were Hernan and Ashley. Hernan and Ashley came to the island because she wants to know why she is not enough for Hernan. Hernan wants Ashley to come to terms that he wants to have an open relationship, which this bitch is better than me because any nigga I'm with for like 4.5 years tell me they want an open relationship. Bitch, I'm not coming to no island to figure nothing out with you. Ho, I'm leaving you where you at. Because I feel like to be with someone for 4.5 years and then just to ask them out of nowhere, hey, do you want to have an open relationship with someone? It's given, why the fuck are you even with me? Just say you want to see other people. And then with Hernan basically admitted to saying that in their 4.5 relationship, he cheated on her with people like slept around and had one night stands. It's given, how the fuck can you even sit here and say you love this girl when you were just fooling around? Like, and then, hold on, y'all. I had to put some Vaseline on my lips. At the final bonfire, he gonna try to, he try to propose to her, y'all. It's like, get the fuck out of here. No, 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 bitch. I am not accepting your proposal. After you just admitted to cheating on me in our 4.5 relationship, basically saying that you basically are just you just wanted to have sex, and it's like, bro, you don't need to be in a 4.5 year relationship to know that you just want to be that you just want to sleep around. If that's what you want to do, then why date? Literally, I feel like him bringing her to the island was just a complete waste of time, and I didn't feel like it was just bullshit. Like, what do you mean you want an open relationship? If that's what you want to do, then go do it. Just leave me the fuck out of it. You feel me? Like, you're not gonna be trying to use me or whatever it is. You're not gonna try to waste my time. I definitely, that's what he did. He wasted her time because if you just want to see other people, just say that. Don't say you want to be in no fucking relationship. That's just how I feel. And like I said, with the Luke and Iris thing, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this couple because I feel like they were very boring out of all the other couples. With them, she just wanted him to be more emotional. She feel like she could not get him to like get vulnerable or to open up, and I definitely feel like that's important. Like, they had everything in their relationship except they did not have that emotional connection because he did not like opening up. So that's why they were here on the island, for him to open up. Same thing with LaSalle and Ashley relationship. They were together for like 7 years, and through their 7 year relationship, he's never ever like was emotional at all, and she always felt like they were lacking an emotional connection because he would never cry or tell her how he feels or open up vulnerably. And this nigga was a player because for real, if I'm with a guy for 7 years and he can never ever open up to me, and then if I ask him, was there something about me that makes him feel like he couldn't open up, and he give me a bullshit answer and tell me, no, it had nothing to do with me, not for him. It had nothing to do with me why he couldn't open up. He just couldn't do it. But if I brought him on an island and I see that he's so vulnerable and so talky and so emotional with another bitch, I'm gonna get angry because it's just like, how is it just so comfortable for you to open up to another woman when I've been asking you as someone you love for 7 years to open up to me? Like, be so for real. And he was just a player because he was kissing up on every girl, trying to make connection with everybody. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, he literally wasted that girl's Tracy time. He literally wasted her time. Like, he wasted her time. How do you talk about you love this girl and this and that other shit? Just to wait. As soon as you get off the island, you kissing up on other bitches at the club? Stop talking. And then with Edgar and Julian, they were like probably the most impassive, like the most important couple in season 4 because they were here for very big reasons. She felt like she was codependent on Edgar, Edgar did cheat in the past. But you know what's so funny though? And this is why I'm gonna make a separate video talking about their relationship because I don't want to get too much into it. It's so funny that the entire time when I watched season 4, all she ever talked about was what he did, right? She played the victim card a lot. She talked about his cheating physically. I don't know where the day and age we're living in where people feel like cheating is just physically. Cheating is not just physically. Cheating is emotionally. Cheating is giving someone else your attention. Cheating is sneaking around. Period. When Edgar said that he saw that she was texting her ex when they got back together after he cheated on her, like basically talking to her ex as some emotional support, going to him as emotional support, and he called her out about that being cheating. She said that was not cheating because her ex was a friend. It's like, girl, it's cheating because you're texting your ex and you feel like you had to hide that shit. You didn't tell me about that shit. I had to find it. That's cheating because out of anybody in this world you go to for emotional support, you go to your father, a friend, your mother. You go to your ex, someone who can easily pull you back in. Girl, that's cheating. But when he called her out on that, she was so quick to say, oh, it wasn't physical. Bitch, what day and age are we living in? Cheating is not just physical. You feel me? So it's just like I said, I'm not even going to get into all that. I'm going to say that for a separate video because I cannot wait. I have so much shit to say about the relationship because she really played the fuck out of the victim card. And it's only because since he cheated, it's okay for him to be caught out as a dirtbag. But if she's not perfect or she's done some sneaky shit too, she don't get called out on it because she didn't, quote unquote, she didn't cheat physically. No. I'm not finna be doing that. I'm calling all that shit out when I make my video. Anyway, so I just want to mention something here. I know I said Temptation Island has 6 seasons, but since season 6 did not come out, I accidentally started this at number 6. So I'm gonna actually start it at number 5 because this is season 4 was at number 4 and there is no number 3. So I'm just gonna say my number 1 and 2 spot for this video. So coming in at number 2 is season 1. I feel like season 1 from Temptation Island is really not that bad of a season. It's okay of a season. I feel like it was a real good start for what Temptation Island, what they wanted their version to be. Like I said, kind of like in season 1, I feel like only one couple was really that interesting to me. I didn't really find all the other couples all that interesting. I don't know what it is with Temptation Island, but whenever they bring black people, like black couples onto this show, they never are like interesting. They never like do anything to my appeal. The only black couple I really thought that was interesting was the couple from season 4 because they were actually here for a fucking reason. I feel like all the other black couples on here came here and they did absolutely nothing. I don't feel like they should be on the show for their issues. You feel me? I don't think the issues were like deep enough to be on Temptation Island. Like season 1, Sherry and Javen, I thought they were very boring because I didn't feel like they needed to be on Temptation Island. I feel like Temptation Island, they felt uncomfortable. I feel like they were like out of their element. I don't know. I can't really explain it. I don't think they needed to be on the show, and I didn't find them interesting at all as a couple. Like they were not interesting to me at all. I did not find either one of them interesting in the girls' villa or the guys' villa. Like I didn't find them interesting at all. But like I said, season 1, I thought it was a real good start to Temptation Island for what it's supposed to be as far as couples' journeys and trying to figure out who they are as individuals. That was a real good start for what Temptation Island was trying to be for this version, you know, because they did have, Temptation Island did have a show back in 2001. But, the only couple I really found interesting was really Casey and Evan. I thought they were really I thought they were like the main couple here that really like had a reason to be here. Like their couple was like go big or go home. You feel me? It was like big stakes surrounding their relationship. I mean, I think outside of them, I really liked the Katie and John. I feel like the way she treated him was like really, really fucked up. Like for you to just like treat him like trash because he's not as masculine. I think that's crazy. Like when he explained why he does not carry himself that way, it's because he thinks it's toxic behavior. Like I could be masculine without having to be a misogynist pig. Like telling you to get in the kitchen, cook, do my laundry, this and that. I'm masculine in other ways. I'm masculine when it comes to my work. I'm masculine when it comes to making money. I'm masculine when it comes to doing what a man does. Because I'm masculine in a different way and not masculine in a way where I control my woman like a puppet, you don't find that attractive. She wants him to treat her like she's basically not like a human. Why do you want to be treated like a dog? Basically, that's the best way I can describe it. Because, like you said, I can be masculine without having to be a misogynistic pig, and I feel like that's what she was trying to make him, like a misogynistic pig. And I feel like had that other girl he was with not lived so far, they definitely would have made a great couple. He could have left for her off the island, because I definitely feel like she did want to be with him. She was checking for him. You feel me? And I just feel like Katie just was not it. She came from that household where the dad was just an asshole, treated the woman like projects, like dogs, and obviously that's the behavior she grew up with, so that's what she like. If that's the case, be with a nigga who's a misogynistic pig. I'm not that. But I definitely feel like Casey and Evan were definitely the top couple in season one. For him to like basically put that girl through the put her through what he put her through when she saw him on the clips and shit. I thought that shit was ridiculous. Like, and I'm gonna get into all that because I am gonna make a video about the relationship from the show. Like, Evan wasn't shit. He was not shit. And what pisses me off more about what he did is that he did all that just not to even end up with the woman he left with from the island. You feel me? So I just feel like, yeah, I feel like season one was a really good season, and I feel like the best season from Temptation Island is season 2. There's no way in hell anybody can tell you Temptation Island season 2 is not good. Temptation Island season 2 was filled with so much drama from start to finish. It was just so fucking good. Like, everything about this season was so good. I love, except for the black couple, and I know I keep saying that because I don't know what it is. The black couples in Temptation Island, they just are so boring to me. Like, the couple that was on here, they were just boring to me, so I'm not even going to talk about them. Like I said, there were 4 couples on this island. Ashley and Casey, interesting. Dave and Kate, interesting. I don't care about Isela, Oksana and Gavin. Like, they were boring as fuck. That's the black couple I'm talking about. Ashley and Rick, now, they were actually an interesting black couple, for real, for real. And I think that's why they put 2 black couples on this season, because one was going to be boring and one was actually going to be worth the while. I felt like I feel like 3 couples really stood out to me, and the one couple didn't. They were boring, but Ashley and Rick, they were here for good reasons, and I don't really think they should have left the island together. I really wish she would have left the island with, I forgot her name, the girl he was building a connection with. I really wish he would have built a connection with her, but I understand he didn't because his heart was still entwined with Ashley. But then again, they were not good enough for each other. They're like in their 30s still trying to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do for the relationship, and at this point it's given get married or walk away at this point. You feel me? And it's like, why go back to a relationship that you know is not gonna work instead of just trying to do something new? David was a fuck boy. Kate definitely deserved better. I feel like had she shut her heart off to him on the island, she definitely would have left the island with that black guy. That black guy was everything she needed in a man. He was mature. He had his shit together. Knew what the fuck he wanted. David was just too young. He was just too young. He was not ready to tie down, have children. Whatever Kate wanted for her future, he didn't want that right now. He didn't like talking about his emotions. Didn't like doing affection and shit like that. He just felt like the relationship between him and her didn't need any more work. Like, even though he kept saying that he felt like she was insecure and whatnot, at the end of the day, you feel like, oh, because you and her and such been together for so long that all the work is done. All she need to do is try to figure out who she is as a person. So you feel like you're just perfect. Like you feel like you don't got nothing you need to work on. He was just a fuckboy. He was not like trustworthy at all. And any bitch he was talking to in the house, he used the fuck out of them. I don't care. He used all them bitches. He just was attracted to them hoes. He did not have a real connection with any of those bitches. For him to act like he did not have to work on anything was just crazy. When it's like, bro, you're not trustworthy at all. You try to make it sound like it's just her. Like when he said he felt like he doesn't need to say I love you, like his actions speak louder than his words. And I feel like, yeah, love is an action word. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes people need to hear I love you. It's very, very important to tell the people you love that you love them. You feel me? So to him, what I got out of that was that he felt like, oh, the relationship is done, it's over with. I don't need to do any more work. That's what I got out of that. And then with the Ashley and Casey relationship, that nigga was manipulative as fuck. He was manipulating the fuck out of that girl. He felt like she was dumb, stupid, and since she was cheated on and she really wanted love, he felt like it was really easy for him to take advantage of her, and I hated that because she really is a sweet girl and she was dealing with a lot of insecurities, and he took advantage of that and just was manipulating her, playing mind games, all types of shit. So yeah, season 2 is without a doubt the best season. Season 2 of Temptation Island is without a doubt is the best season for Temptation Island. When it comes to drama, it had the entire fucking package, and it's nothing nobody else can say to me to make me change my mind. But that's all I gotta say about this video. Like I said, once I'm done watching season 6, I will come on here and give you my thoughts and concerns about all the couples. Catch y'all in my next video.